Hello everyone. So today I'm going to be teaching you about while loops. While loops are kind of like for loops, except you don't have to give as many arguments. Basically, you say while this is true, do this. Not for as many times as this happens, do this. It's just while whatever statement I give you is true, then do this. Basically, it's like a for loop that can go on forever without having to really think about it. Because I mean, with a for loop, you define your variables and say, this is what I want to check for, and then I want to do this every time it goes through. A while loop, you kind of just like say, while ever this is true, do this, and there's no argument for like what you want to do with any variable in the statement to test. So in a for loop, you would say something like I less than 10, and then I plus plus. You don't do that in a while loop, so you would have a statement like I less than 10, and you would have to do I plus plus in the while loop. So if you forget to do that, it'll just keep going. And so that's kind of a big difference between it. First, I'd also like to thank you guys for subscribing. I now have 100 subscribers, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, if you guys want me to do some sort of special video about that, then feel free, and I'll try and do that for you. Alright, so now to actually get into the while loop. So the first thing we're going to do is just make some sort of integer. We'll call this int I is equal to, let's say, just 0. Alright, so now that we got our little integer set up, we'll just say while, and then parentheses and brackets. Now, just like a for loop, you're going to put some statements in here. So we're going to say while I is less than 10. Oops. No semicolon, my bad. So all you have to do is just give some sort of argument. We'll say while I is less than 10, do this, and that's pretty much it. There's nothing kind of more to it, except for in here you're going to actually do your code. So we'll say system.out.println, because this is pretty much the easiest way to give an example of this, and we'll have it print out I, and then down here we'll say I plus plus semicolon. The reason for that is because, like I was saying earlier, we don't want this to keep going on forever. Oh, excuse me. So we want it to end at some point, so this will allow us to do that. Now if I hit run and I save that and we drag our little program down here, you see we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 9, which means it's gone 10 times. So there we go. But like I said, if you leave this out, you get no syntax error, and the program will still run just fine. And if I go down here, I can show you guys. We just keep getting a bunch of zeros, and you can kind of see how it glitches right there. And yeah, so I'll go over here and press stop. Alright, there we go. So in a for loop, if you do something that makes it so, like, if you don't increment the variable either way, then you get a syntax error. So if you forget to do it, it won't run. But if you just forget to increment it in a while loop, it'll still run. So I mean, in a for loop, you can make it infinite by saying while I is less than 10, and then just taking stuff away from I. But that's something you kind of like have to think of, is like how you're incrementing it. In a while loop, you can just say like all the stuff you want to do, and then just forget to actually increment it, which gives you some errors. Now, there's not really much more to a while loop that I can teach you guys. There will be something I teach you in the next tutorial called a do while loop, which is pretty much the same thing, just a little bit different. And yeah, so that will be next tutorial. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, press the like button. If you want to see my future videos, subscribe. And by the way, again, I got 100 subscribers now, so if you guys would like me to do something special and I can actually do it, then leave it your suggestion in the comment section below, and the like 10 of you who do watch all the videos, then you'll probably be the ones who get what you want. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.